brand new episode of Dropkick Basement, your favorite pro wrestling history podcast. I am Mike Madden on my side of things. Leading the way, my tag team partner is Tom Schultz. Tom, it's I think it's beach weather.
It is.
It is beach weather.
I've got my cooler packed.
Excellent.
I've got my sunblock on.
Always want to put that SPF to the highest.
And I got my boogie board ready to roll.
Which only means that we're going to be rebooking the meaty days of mid-90s WCW. Ladies and gentlemen, we're rebooking some beach parties, some beach blasts, and some bash at the beaches. Buckle up for a lot of laughs and a lot of rewritten cards, which you've come to expect from your boys here in the basement.
We recently hit the 30-year anniversary of the most infamous WCW pay-per-view of all time, Bash at the Beach 1996.
Yes.
Which is an unrewritable show because of its historical significance.
I agree. It had, and also we touched on it when we did way back a couple of years when we did the rebooking at the beginning of the NWO.
Yes.
Which was, look at this point of view of you don't have Hogan, who else would it be, and so on and so forth. So, and I think that, again, it being the anniversary of that like culture shift, it also being talked about to death, we didn't want to do anything based on Bash at the Beach 96. So we're
NWO related in general.
Yeah, we're playing in the space before all of that popped off. Before you needed to have an NWO to kind of shake up WCW at the time. But it's also off the heels of our back-to-back episodes earlier in the summer, in June, where we talked about the potential of AEW and how they would have a summer tour and what it would look like, and booking, a couple pay-per-views and TVs up to those pay-per-views. So just thinking about it kind of put us in the frame of, hey, it's either going to be a Great American Bash, or it's going to be a Bash at the Beach, or it's going to be a beach blast. So we've divided and conquered, and we're beaching you until your face is buried in the sand. So I will defer to you. Would you like to reveal your show and give me your rebooking?
Yeah. So
I
guess chronologically it makes sense.
It does. It does.
I will be rebooking Beach Blast 1993. A show that comes to you from the very popular beachfront town of Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yeah. When I think beach, I think of Biloxi.
Hilarious.
Bash at the Creek might be better for the call.
They have the beach set up with the chairs and all that stuff. You have Tony Schiavone with the zinc on his nose, and he's accompanied by Jesse the Body Ventura with his very sick rat tail and very large sunglasses.
Jean jacket with fringe, or was he?
No, tank top.
Tank top.
Good
for you. Yeah, good for you, Jess.
He's partying with the girls at the surf shop, so he's got to let the guns out.
Also, like, a question for you, since you reviewed it and we're talking about their commentary teams, I guess Mean Gene wasn't there yet, right?
No Mean Gene. So you have the two of them on commentary, and then you're in between. How would you refer it?
Hosts.
Your hosts.
Yeah.
Are Eric Bischoff and Missy Hyatt.
Great. Two people that get along so well.
Missy Hyatt continuously making jokes about fucking all of the wrestlers.
Yeah, she's very on brand for Missy. I'm going to guess she was probably in a one-piece bathing suit with shorts or something.
You know, she wasn't really surprise. She was not scantily clad in this one. Yeah, it was just.
I'm thinking of 92. She had the swimsuit,
the bikini
contest with Medusa. All right.
Yeah.
Those are the days.
That was the year before.
Uh-huh.
This show, top to bottom, needed a lot of work, and as I review the original card, you'll see why.
Okay, yeah. So give us the original card as it was back in '93 in the town of Biloxi.
So I'm also going to include the match times on this because I think that played a lot into why this show did not pan out the way it could have.
Okay.
All right. So our opening contest is a non-title match with your television champion, Paul Orndorff, versus Ron Simmons, freshly coming off of a world title reign.
Yeah. Poor Ron.
And Ron is going to lose this match by disqualification.
Okay. All right.
In 11 minutes and 15 seconds.
That's way too long. But also, by the way, I just want to point out both students of Hiro Matsuda, tying back to our last episode about wrestling trainers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Match number 2, we get Too Cold Scorpio and Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
All right.
Taking on Tex Slazenger and Shanghai Pierce.
Yes. The Godwins.
An early
Justice.
version of the Godwins.
Hell yeah.
That match goes, Scorpio and Bagwell get the win in 12 minutes and 48 seconds.
Okay.
Again, a bit too long.
Okay. Yeah.
Match number 3, Lord Steven Regal. How could this go wrong? It's because he's wrestling Eric Watts.
This piece of trash was still there. Bill Watts had been fired long ago, and his Nepo baby is still murking up the cards. Ugh.
Luckily, this match only goes 7 minutes and 31 seconds.
Wow. I hope Regal stretched his fucking head off.
No, it was kind of an even match. It was not something I enjoyed watching.
Okay. All right.
Our next match is billed as the Ultimate Grudge match.
All
and that is
Hit me with it.
Johnny B. Bad versus Max Payne.
What's the grudge?
So they show a clip from the previous Clash of the Champions where Max Payne takes Johnny B. Bad's little like party popper.
Mm-hmm. All right.
He pops it in his face.
Okay.
And so Johnny B. Bad is horribly disfigured to the point where he's wrestling in a mask during this match.
Why didn't he just put on more makeup?
This match, luckily, this is the shortest match on the show.
Oh.
It goes 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
Wow, that's shockingly short. Wow.
With Johnny B. Bad getting the win.
Save it for Saturday night, guys.
Yeah, okay. And at the end of this, I'm going to go over a list of people who are on the roster at this time and not featured on this show.
Didn't get the call. All right.
Match number 5, solid. World Tag Team title match.
Mm-hmm.
The Hollywood Blondes, your tag team champions.
Hell yeah.
Taking on 2 members of the Four Horsemen, which we'll touch on later. Arn Anderson and Paul Roma.
This is the Paul Roma Four Horsemen, right?
So this is my problem with this match, not the quality, but the length. 26 minutes and 14 seconds.
Ooh.
If this match was 10 minutes shorter, it would have been fantastic. But it just dragged. It dragged.
And it's
hard.
It's Arn Anderson face Arn Anderson, right? Like it's
they're both heels.
Oh, they were.
Yeah. So that's the thing is both teams are actually heels.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
However, the Horsemen are positioned as the baby faces in this particular match.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So hot tags. 26 minutes is too long.
26 minutes. Hollywood Blondes retain the championship.
As well they should.
Uh, Match number 6 is a 30-minute Iron Man challenge for the vacant United States heavyweight title between Dustin Rhodes and Rick Rude.
Rick Rude. Mm-hmm.
As you could imagine, this match goes 30 minutes. Coming off of a 26-minute
match. Right. Yeah. No editors.
We get to a 30-minute 1-1 draw where there is not a United States Championship champion crowned at the end of the match.
I don't know who's the booker. Dusty the booker here? Like,
I don't even
we're
know
getting
who's
cute.
booking at this
We're
point.
getting cute like that. I mean, Jesus. Wow.
All
okay.
right. Yeah. So no winner in that match.
Okay.
Next, the NWA heavyweight title. So this is another thing where
I hate this era. This is love the guys on the roster. Hate this fucking era of
the NWA
title.
And the WCW title are two separate entities at this moment.
Right.
So the NWA title is being defended. It's going to be your champion, Barry Windham, taking on the challenger, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Yeah, Ric Flair's back. Okay.
This match goes 11 minutes.
Okay.
And
26 minutes of Paul Roma, but we give 11 minutes of Barry and Ric Flair? You fucking kidding me?
And Ric Flair gets the win.
Okay. Yeah. And right, then he gets the big this is when he got the big gold belt back.
He gets the big gold back.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
And this would actually this would be the last show in which the NWA World Title was ever defended on WCW television, pay-per-view, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a scheduled Ric Flair was scheduled to lose it to somebody. They didn't want that. The NWA did not want that to happen. Yeah, they
parted. Right.
So then they wound up parting ways.
Got it.
Which we'll touch on in the rebooking.
Mm-hmm.
And your main event, which
Mm-hmm.
before we touch on the match,
yeah,
if you could include a link to the mini movie,
I sure will.
That was the build. Good God.
Yeah.
Cinematic masterpiece.
It's Dusty being Cecil B. the Rhodes. He thought he was I'm a storyteller, baby. We make mini movies that lead to the pay-per-views. Yeah, this is it's a classic. I know what you're talking about.
So just to set the scene, we get your WCW World Champion Vader, along with his manager Harley Race, and Sid, with his manager Colonel Robert Parker,
my boy,
affectionately known as the Masters of the Power Bomb.
I know.
They
clever.
They are on a boat
Mm-hmm.
on their way to disrupt their challengers at Beach Blast, Sting and Davey Boy Smith, known as the Superpowers.
Fucking stupid. Okay, Superpowers.
Who are on an island playing volleyball with children.
Children, right?
And Harley Race and Colonel Robert Parker vow that if Sting and Davey Boy Smith do not accept their proposal, which is to just not show up at the pay-per-view, that there will be hell to pay. And by hell to pay, they have a little person disguise themselves as a shark.
And he's terrorizing the children, right?
And he swims up to shore and places a bomb on Sting and Davey Boy's boat.
Party boat, yeah.
As he's doing this, two little girls are like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Shut up, get away!" And then he swims away with a shark fin. As you can imagine, Sting and Davey Boy, as the heroic baby faces, they will not accept the indecent proposal of not showing up to the pay-per-view.
Not getting paid to wrestle.
So as they finish their volleyball game and Sting goes to get on the boat, Davey Boy is confronted with these two small girls who witnessed the shark man.
They ratted on the little shark man.
Put the the bomb on the boat, and Davey Boy Smith, in the nick of time, saves Sting from being blown up.
That's why they're superpowers, I guess. Also, brief cameo in this scene by Sid Vicious wearing flip-flops. I think everybody's in their wrestling gear, if I remember correctly.
Vader's in his wrestling gear.
Yeah.
But so the boat that it's like a military boat where like it opens up, and you kind of have to walk through the water.
Yeah.
So Vader has like Jordans on. He has like what look like white Air Force Ones.
Right.
And then he's got his
trunks.
Singlet and mask.
Yeah. Beach attire, if I ever saw one. And Sid is wearing knee pads.
Yeah.
No boots. Flip-flops.
Classic.
Perfect.
Classic beach attire.
Nothing says beach. Here comes Vader.
So in your main event, the superpowers of Davey Boy Smith and Sting get the win over the Masters of the Powerbomb in 16 minutes and 44 seconds.
Excellent. All right. That's your basis. You said you had a couple names of guys that were on the roster that were not used.
Guys,
hit me with them.
On this roster in 1993, not used on this show. Harlem Heat, Bobby Eaton, Cactus Jack, the Nasty Boys, Muda, Ricky Steamboat, Scotty Flamingo, the Rock and Roll Express, Chris Benoit.
Huh. Yeah.
But we have time for Johnny V. Bad and Max Payne.
Right, yeah. Right. Well, it's only five. It's only 5 minutes. Eric Watts. Eric, my God. By God, Watts.
Shanghai Pierce.
26 minutes of Paul Roma. All right. Make it better, Tom.
All right. Okay. So, first, another note to add. The Four Horsemen were Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, and Paul Roma. There was no fourth member.
Wasn't Ole?
They were the Four Horsemen.
Wasn't Ole? Ole did TV with them. Maybe he was like a spokesman or a manager?
He wasn't part of the group. He wasn't wrestling anyway.
Okay, good.
So
actually, that's good.
To make a note for the show that I rebooked.
Okay.
We are going to add the upstart Chris Benoit to the Four Horsemen
3
years prior to him actually joining.
All right, smart. I like that.
I want the main event of this show to be centered around the world title.
Okay.
So I'm removing Vader from the match. However, Colonel Robert Parker's stud stable is being formed at this time.
Yeah.
And this show is going to be based around them as the heel characters with Sid, Cactus Jack, the Great Muda, and Harlem Heat as the stud stable.
That's a great stud stable, by the way. Fuck the Four Horsemen. The stud stable's the best thing in that company. Holy shit. I want that stud stable.
And the main event of this pay-per-view that's being rebooked is going to be a title unification match.
Thank you.
The WCW title and the NWA title are going to be joined.
All right. Okay.
So,
perfect.
Let's get back to it. We're changing the name. We're Bash at the Beach.
You don't want to be Beach Blast? Oh.
No, we're Bash at the Beach.
Okay. All right.
And this show is coming to you from the beach in St. Petersburg, Florida.
All right. Good. Bye, Biloxi.
Peace out. We are opening the show with a television title match. This time, Paul Orndorff is putting that title on the line.
Good.
And he is putting that title on the line against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Couldn't think of two better workers that are on the roster. Excellent.
Ricky Steamboat is your new television champion.
Great. Good kickoff.
Match number 2, Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Too Cold Scorpio are taking on the upstart the upstart team of the Four Horsemen, Paul Roma and Chris Benoit.
Like it. I like that. All right.
You get
Four young guys. Yeah, and anytime you
Going
get a
at
chance with Scorpio and Benoit, they're the super workers, and then the other guys are basically the same person on opposite sides of the ring.
Exactly. 100%. Roma and Benoit are going to get the win in that one.
All right. Good.
Match number 3. Johnny B. Bad, we got to include him. He's going to be taking on Scotty Flamingo.
Good matchup.
Young Raven.
Yeah.
More of a way better style fit than Johnny B. Bad and Max Payne.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
And Johnny B. Bad's going to get the win. But we're going to have a competitive match.
Oh, yeah. 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 That
Match
works.
number 4 is going to be a television title #1 contender match. Winner will be getting a shot at Ricky Steamboat on Saturday night's main event.
Okay.
There's gonna be
WCW Saturday night.
WCW Saturday night, sorry.
Yeah.
Lord Steven Regal will be taking on Bobby Eaton.
Ooh, the future Blue Bloods.
Future Blue Bloods,
All
but
right.
we're not there yet.
Okay.
Regal's going to get the Duke, and on the next WCW Saturday night, we're going to have Ricky Steamboat taking on Lord Steven Regal.
It's interesting. Eaton's an interesting guy at this time because he's done with the Dangerous Alliance. He was kind of like hanging around this mid card. He would have TV matches, and it was really kind of aimless. I think like within the next year, he was teaming with Steve Kern, and they were like Bad Attitude or something, and they were like a kind of a mid card heel team that was on like the worldwide tapings and everything. So yeah, utilizing Bobby Eaton as a contender here for the television title, even in defeat, like this is a good spot for a Bobby Eaton, and it gets Regal a high class opponent for sure.
Yes. Match number 5, we're gonna have another tag team match, accompanied to the ring by Colonel Robert Parker.
My God.
Harlem Heat will be taking on the Rock and Roll Express.
Ah, all right.
This is a chance to get Harlem Heat a big win over an established veteran tag team.
Yeah.
And to be next in line for the WCW tag team titles.
And this is you're right. Like it gets Harlem Heat an important win early in their career. I don't think they ever worked Ricky and Robert.
No, not that I know of.
So that's a fresh matchup that hadn't been seen and would not be seen. And that's perfect. Yeah. Perfect use of the rock and rolls.
All right. Match number 6. This is your 30-minute Iron Man challenge for the vacant United States heavyweight title. Dustin Rhodes will be taking on, again, accompanied by Colonel Robert Parker, the Great Muta.
Oh, okay. All right.
And in a 2-1 decision, we're not getting a draw this time.
Good.
And a 2-1 decision with outside interference by Colonel Robert Parker. The Great Muta is your new United States champion.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
The stud stable
looking strong
so far. Match number 7 is the #1 contendership for the World Heavyweight title. The winner will be getting a shot at Fall Brawl.
Okay.
Your next pay-per-view.
Right.
Ron Simmons will be taking on Rick Rude.
Good.
And Ron Simmons will be facing the winner of your main event at Fall Brawl.
All right.
For the World Heavyweight Championship.
Good. All right. Yeah, Simmons being a former world champion and Rude being the perennial like upper card heel U.S. champion. Definitely. This definitely works.
Match number 8 is for the WCW World Tag Team titles. Your champions, the Hollywood Blondes, Stunning Steve and Flying Brian, are taking on the other tag team in the Four Horsemen, Arn Anderson, and Ric Flair.
And they had done this match on Clash of Champions, I think, right around this period. It had been set up on television, so putting it on pay-per-view makes total sense to me. You just have guys that are tailor-made. It's the older generation versus the newer generation. Put the tag team belts on the line. I'll eat it up. Love it.
And we are getting new tag team champions. Ric Flair and Arn Anderson are your new WCW World Tag Team Champions.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Next, this is a slight change to what was the original main event of the show. We're going to have the superpowers of Sting and Davey Boy Smith taking on members of the Stud Stable.
Yes.
Sid Vicious and Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack. Oh, shit.
In a Falls Count Anywhere in Florida match.
All right. Yes. All right. Can we get the little person blowing up the boat?
No.
Ah!
Well, oh no, wait. No. The mini movie.
Yeah.
It still lives in the same exact, except replace Vader and Harley Race with Cactus Jack.
Maybe Harley Race, or maybe Cactus Jack will wear something more beach appropriate than his gear. I could see him in like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. To make up for the blown up boat, the superpowers have a brand new boat that they make their entrance from the ocean.
Oh, actually, that's kind of cool. All right.
And we're getting, ultimately, I actually kind of love, aside from the name, the tag team of Sting and Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah.
They're going to get the win.
Good.
And looking back at this show for the first time in forever, I think that WWF eventually stole this idea for Davey Boy and Lex.
Right. They were the Allied Powers.
With the Allied Powers.
Yeah.
They, on the original show, Sting and Davey Boy, they come out in like matching jackets.
Yeah.
They look great.
The aesthetic's
together.
awesome. Yeah.
It's a great use of them. And we're going to get some dissension within the Stud Stable here with Sid and Cactus Jack.
Okay.
We're going to get a little bit of Cactus is going to take the fall, and Sid is not going to be happy about it.
Okay,
we're not breaking up.
That's understood.
But it's going to lead towards what's going to happen later on in the year, because we're changing the narrative from Ric Flair becoming the champion.
Yes, Flair for the gold and all that other hullabaloo. Okay,
so now we have your main event. This is a unification match for the WCW and NWA World Heavyweight titles. Your WCW champion, Big Van Vader with Harley Race, is taking on your NWA World Champion, Barry Windham.
Okay.
And this is going to solidify Vader as the monster for good.
Yeah.
Vader. Yeah. This is going to be a hard-hitting match. It's going to go back and forth, but you're ultimately going to come out of this with Vader looking like an absolute monster. And he is going to hold this title for a long fucking time.
Dominant. Yeah, you want him as a dominant champ, absolutely. But you still have, like, in the way that you've structured the rest of the card, you've got Sting and Davey are in the mix. So now you've got a heel champ, a true heel champ. So now you got Sting and Davey in the mix. Whatever you're going to do with Cactus and Sid, if one of them turns face, then you got them in the waiting. Flair is still around there, and he's kind of upper card. Muda is a potential opponent, and you're not losing anything. But then there's, again, you got a lot of people that, like, Vader can go over Dustin Rhodes, he can go over Rick Rude, he can go over like some of the guys that are.
And we're setting up for the next pay-per-view the rematch of Ron Simmons and Vader,
right?
Which this time Vader's going to get the best of him.
Of course.
But
yeah.
But going into that show, you're thinking this is the only guy that can beat Vader. This is the guy that took it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. And again, you rehab Ron Simmons a little bit, and it's a third match in a trilogy. So yes, you should have a lot of confidence in Ron Simmons maybe being the guy. Now that the belts are merged and we don't have to say WCW, NWA, big gold belt, international belt, whatever the fuck they were calling it, like now you've got it. It's a clear delineation. He's your world champion, and he should be treated as your box office. Very good. I like that. I like that card. I really do like, again, the use of the people that were not utilized, and then we don't have to endure with, God bless him, but Tex in Shanghai got no business being on a WCW pay-per-view.
No, and in all honesty, it was a good match that they had on that show, because I rewatched the show because I hadn't seen it in probably 30 years. I'm not even joking. And they had a pretty good match.
Okay. I don't doubt it, but that's a Saturday night TV show.
What the fuck is this? Why is this on?
Yeah.
Why is this on paper?
And why is it taking so long? Good stuff. All right. Yeah, I like the utilization, and I like the main events, the semi-main event, and then the main event. Both pretty great, and you got feuds to build with. So let's get in our time machine and jump 2 years. 2 years
down
forward,
the line.
and we're bashing at the beach again in 1995. Huntington Beach, California is the scene. A free show on the beach. It originally was, and it'll stay that way.
It looks sick.
Let me give you the right. The visuals are, and this is where WCW's got a budget to do these visuals and showcase. They've got star power in the fold here. It's a year after Hogan appeared on their doorstep, so we're getting close to Nitro too. So remember that when I book out my card.
Oh yeah.
Here's the original card as it was. I'm not going to give you match times or anything, but here it goes. 2 matches, actually, I think it was 3 matches that were on the show but didn't make the pay-per-views. They were on main event as a lead-in to the pay-per-view.
Okay.
Johnny B. Bad versus Chris Kanyon. And Johnny B. Bad got the win there. Chris Kanyon was a job guy, hard hat gimmick, construction worker guy. Second match was Road Warrior Hawk over Mark Starr. That's with 2 R's. And then the tag team match was Dick Slater and Bunkhouse Buck, members of the Stud Stable, beating Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Das Wunderkind Alex Wright. The future. They weren't a tag team later, were they?
No, I don't think so.
Interesting. I'm thinking the American males, but Alex Wright is clearly not American.
No, that was way before this.
The Germerican males. But yeah, Buck and Slater got the win over them. Main show pay-per-view, you've got Sting taking on Meng for the United States title. And
what the fuck was this?
Sting and Meng.
What?
How little they regarded Sting at this time was fucking criminal. He's such a mid-card, like,
oh my god,
nobody, because Hogan was there, and Hogan was and Hogan and Savage were there, and they were running roughshod, and Sting was just like, hey, he can be here too. Sting over Meng, U.S. title match. A guy that was treated with more reverence by the commentators, the Renegade.
Yes.
Defending his WCW television title against.
He's a TV champion.
Yeah. He won his TV title. He won the TV title over Arn fucking Anderson, the pay-per-view before this, in his debut match. But the Renegade is going to take on Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, a former television champion, and he's going to defeat him. in your next match, the newly arrived to WCW Kamala, the Ugandan Giant, versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
And this is like we're getting into Dungeon of Doom territory.
We're getting
right?
very close to I think Dungeon of Doom is on like the syndicated shows, but they are just starting to like put these fucking misfits together. And Kamala got the win here over Jim Duggan. I almost kept that match on the card because I love a good like, let's just go back to the Mid-South days and let these guys just smash each other. But no, they were goofy and gimmicky. Here's a feud that if you missed it, you were missing nothing. Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh, hell yeah.
Gets a win over Evad Sullivan.
I vividly remember this.
Evad Sullivan was the biggest Hulkamaniac, and the reason why, and he was in storyline, he was Kevin Sullivan's dyslexic brother, and he was basically proto Eugene.
Yeah,
and he was the biggest Hulkamaniac, and that made Kevin Sullivan mad, and that's why Kevin Sullivan wanted to get the original three Faces of Fear to kill Hulkamania, because his dopey brother, who Kevin had under his tutelage, Kevin turned on Dave Sullivan when Hulk Hogan showed up, and it was a storyline. So this is the dying days of Evad Sullivan, and he loses to Dallas Page, who was no great shakes himself. This is dirtbag Dallas Page smoking the stogie with Max Muscle and Diamond Doll all around him. Match number 3 is one of I swear this is like such an interesting footnote. It's a 3-way match for the tag team titles, something that ECW had done, but WCW had never done a 3-way for anything. You have Harlem Heat. They end up winning over the Blue Bloods, who is Bobby Eaton, Earl Robert Eaton, and Sir and Lord Steven Regal, under the tutelage of Sir William, Superstar Bill Dundee. And then the other team in this match was the Nasty Boys, who did not have a manager, but a year before they were managed by Missy Hyatt, which is maybe the best version of the Nasty Boys, because she was just tramped up in clothing out of the Hollywood Victoria's Secret catalog. But the Harlem Heat did get the win in the 3-way on this one. So good for you for WCW sticking their neck out. In a lifeguard match.
What is a lifeguard match?
It's basically a lumberjack match, but they're dressed like lifeguards.
Okay.
Right. Randy Macho Man Savage over Nature Boy Ric Flair. The less said, the better.
I feel like if we went by match time, that one was way too fucking long, if I remember.
Probably. And then your main event, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, your friend and mine, Hollywood Terry, taking on Baby Leon, Big Van Vader. Steel cage match where the cage was almost not tall enough to contain the wrestlers in the ring. Kind of a weird short cage. But Hogan did get the Duke over Van Vader by going out the door like a chicken shit coward. Because WCW always had to pin the man in the cage for the history of their company. And then Hogan came in and they were like, that doesn't work for me, brother. I'm walking out the door. So,
of course.
Yes. The original card, there it is. Now let's get to the nitty gritty.
I just have to...
Go ahead.
I just have to say, I remember vividly as a... All right, so this is 1995.
Yeah.
A 7-year-old.
7-year-old young Tom.
Renting this video from West Coast Video.
Okay, know it well.
On Union Avenue.
Uh-huh.
And this was my favorite pay-per-view of all time.
Was it really? Wow.
Because I
Holy
was
shit.
just like, wait, they're wrestling on the fucking beach?
On the beach? This is so cool.
And like, that was pretty much it. And I loved like Sting's orange trunks.
Yeah.
I was very big into like, if
Colors.
you got cool gear,
Yep.
you're cool in my book.
Yeah.
The all orange. I was even like kind of a fan of the Renegade. I was just like,
he's the Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior. I thought at that point, the Ultimate Warrior was dead. So there was like that internet rumor that the Ultimate Warrior was dead. So I was just like, well, there's a new Ultimate Warrior.
Look at him. He's awesome. He's shorter. He's much shorter, but he can't wrestle really. He's worse than the Warrior.
And Vader had the smoke.
Yeah.
The smoke gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
I as a child, I love this show. I tried to rewatch this recently.
I think Hogan stole the headgear at one point during the match and puts it on.
And put it on,
fucking asshole. God, fuck you, Terry.
But I tried to rewatch it within the last few years, only because I was just like, I remember loving this show so much.
Oh, yeah.
And it was horrible.
Horrible. Of course it's horrible. No shit, is it horrible? Let's improve it.
Let's do it.
I've got same amount of matches. I'm going 10 solid matches. Everything's on the pay-per-view. We're not WCW main event they can be a clip show this week or hype up the goddamn card and make people buy the pay-per-view. So we're going to start off hot. We're going to have a tag team match. Let's call it a number one contenders match. But everybody in the mix at this time for like the tag team titles were like just in each other's business and just spamming each other. Yeah. Nasty Boys taking on the Stud Stable, Bunkhouse Buck, and Dirty Dick Slater.
Here we go.
I'm going with the Nasty Boys to get the victory here because I kind of we want to ramp up into the Nitro era where the Nasties and the Harlem Heat are at each other's throats over the tag belts, at least for the first few months. So we're going to give the Nasty Boys the victory. In the opening match, good tag team brawl, maybe they're throwing sand in each other's faces or riling up the crowd. They're both kind of like heels or brawlers to begin with. So yeah, this can go everywhere. So I kind of love that element of it.
I need Jerry Sachs to be thrown into the ocean.
The first time he's going to touch water. Match number 2 is for the United States Championship. And it's going to be Sting versus Double A Arn Anderson.
Much improved.
These two had matches, but they didn't really have a program feud with each other. And I think this is a way, and there's going to be an angle coming out of this. But this is a way to like actually give Sting a good opponent to like Ming. Hey, everybody loves Ming. Everybody loves Haku, but he's not main event.
No.
Right? Arn Anderson is close enough to main event. Plus the promos would be great. So it's the United States title. There is outside interference from Ric Flair. But it's going to backfire on Arn Anderson.
Oh.
Sting's going to get the victory. End of the match, we start leading into what was a short-lived but great angle that was milling around in the beginning of the Nitro era, which is Ric Flair versus Arn Anderson. And the animosity and the breakup of that Horseman dynamic and this partnership between these two. So this is where we're kind of kicking that off, where Flair is costing Double A his shot at his chance to win. Maybe it's brass knuckles that get fumbled or Flair doesn't distract the referee long enough. However it happens, but Sting gets the victory. Arn starts to push Flair around. Sting's sort of like watching in the background. Should I help Flair out? Should I not? I don't want to get involved, and he takes off, slapping hands, and we still don't know if there's friction, but we're going to build to the friction with Arn Anderson and Flair going forward.
Nice.
Match number 3. Let's just get guys that are going to throw hands and have like a good 6-minute brawl that's going to end in a double disqualification or a double countout. Road Warrior Hawk versus Meng. Just,
yeah.
They're both in the company. let's go. Let's just
Now,
let them tear each other apart.
at this time, was Animal not in the company?
He wasn't. He was out. He was collecting on a Lloyd's of London for a back injury. So he was one of those where the Road Warriors had split in 93. Hawk had gone to New Japan and had been wrestling with Kensuke Sasaki. They were the Power Warriors. Hawk came back to WCW as like a kind of a upper mid-card babyface. Would team up with Sting on television, and they would, and I think he had some sort of program with the Stud Stable at the time, Road Warrior Hawk. So yeah, we're just gonna have Road Warrior Hawk versus Meng.
All right, yeah, that works.
That's and again, double count out, brawl all over the place, throwing surfboards and pails at each other. So.
And this was like bodyguard Meng, right? At the time,
he was just
Faces
before
of
he
Fear
went
Meng?
to Faces of Fear Meng. So this could be he could still be with Parker.
Okay.
That totally makes sense. But yeah, I mean it's a better match. These two just
100%.
punching each other. Speaking of better matches and maybe a better angle in general, match number 4, Diamond Dallas Page versus Marcus Bagwell.
Okay.
And here you've got in and out of tag team Marcus Bagwell, kind of like, again, dirtbag, smoking the stogie, Dallas Page, self high five Dallas Page. Diamond Doll's doing the perfect 10s at ringside. So you could have, maybe Bagwell is flirting with Kimberly and gets her attention. I know they eventually did that with Johnny B. Bad. And then down the road with fucking Booty Man. But Bagwell makes more sense because he's a young, good-looking kid at the time. And he's the heartthrob kid. So, I could definitely see this is probably a better angle that you could build with this. And, yeah, maybe we still get the American males. American males. Maybe we still get them, but I think
incredible theme
a nice short feud with Dallas and Bagwell would be good. And I think it starts with Dallas Page has to get the victory. With shenanigans has to get the victory over Mark Bagwell.
Yeah.
Match number 5, tag team match. We're just throwing guys in here. I think this is very strange tag team, but Dungeon of Doom in full effect. You have Kamala and his tag team partner, the Shark. How they didn't have the Shark at the Bash at the beach is beyond me. He could have.
Hold on.
Yes.
Did we not? Was the Zodiac not on this show?
He was not on this show. He was in the company as the Zodiac.
I think he may have interfered.
Oh, maybe he interfered in something.
In a match.
Yeah, they were probably all smoking around in this Jim Duggan Kamala match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. You bringing up Dungeon of Doom made me think of Brutus. As a zebra.
Yeah, right. Maybe the Shark did a run-in, but I want the Shark to enter the facility. He needs to come out of the water.
Oh, 100. Yeah. There's nothing.
As you had the little person with the shark fin on his head, I want the giant shark with a shark fin on his head coming out of the water as an homage. As long as it doesn't fuck up the paint. Because it was always awesome when he had the shark paint on his face. So Shark and Kamala taking on Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Johnny B. Bad. What a team. What a team.
What a match.
I want them to switch their gimmicks. And I want
their gear.
I don't want them to switch their gear. I don't really want to see Duggan in stripper gear.
I need to see Jim Duggan with
I want the bad blaster. I want Jim Duggan to have the bad blaster, and I want Johnny B. Bad to have the 2x4. That would be so fun. This is a goofy ass match, but Jim Duggan and Johnny B. Bad go over. Shark and Kamala. Midway through, this is a match I don't even think ever happened in real life. It may have happened in WWF, like on house shows at one point. Match number 6, Randy Macho Man Savage taking on Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Right?
Not that I know, because they were both heels.
They were for a long period of time, but like also when Savage first came in, Orndorff was a babyface. So that's why I think they could have, like when Savage first won the Intercontinental belt in the early '86, Orndorff's still a babyface, so they might have had some house show programs. But let's fire it up. Randy Savage and Paul Orndorff on pay-per-view. It's bound to be physical. That. It's going to be good. It's going to be cool to see these guys. Savage is going to get the win. Orndorff is kind of getting phased out at this point. I think this is right around the time that he's got psychic advisor Gary Spivey. He's under his tutelage, trying to teach him how to be wonderful again. But yeah, we're going to give Savage the win. Nice, like, again, just mid-card. We're getting ready for the pushing to our main event matches coming up. So match number 7. Alex Wright, Das Wunderkind.
Damn, we got Das Wunderkind late in the card.
Late in the card. Well, I'll tell you why it's late in the card, because he's going to take on a man who's having his WCW debut and his first match. We're not waiting for Cobo Hall. Alex Wright versus the Giant.
Oh,
because the Giant,
that's who has to come out of the ocean.
He showed up in segments on TV. Kevin Sullivan was teasing that Andre's son was with him. So why not just put him in a match and give him
one of the biggest pay-per-views,
a squash where he takes out like kind of a credible mid-card guy and just lays waste to Alex Wright. Alex Wright's great for stuff like this. So let's do it here. The Giant beating Alex Wright, and then it's just, you're off to the races. Kevin Sullivan's leading him out. Yeah, maybe he comes out of the ocean too. Maybe they have like a bamboo cage that they like have him break out of a bamboo cage. You can do a lot of things with the Giant. He can knock over a palm tree.
Just comes out of the sand.
Just comes out of the sand. Well, then he's the Sand Giant. There's a way to fuck that up. But this would be a great like early showcase for him, and it's an easy win. And you don't have to expose him or anything like that. You don't have to push him off a building on his debut. Match number 8. Both of these guys were in the company. Both these guys were left off the card. They needed a blow-off. And I know that we had injuries that we had to deal with, but I've got a magic potion that cures all injuries. A loser leave town match. Brian Pillman versus Steve Austin.
Oh.
They kind of never had the blow off to their feud when they broke up the Hollywood Blondes. They might have had like some brawls, some pull aparts. Pillman had turned face, and he got injured. There was injuries with Austin. He had gotten hurt. He was dealing with the knee injury, the torn up knee that he got working in New Japan. But we're cleaning everybody's medical bills. And Brian Pillman and Steve Austin are going to have a loser leave town match. Pillman's going to get the win with outside interference from Arn Anderson.
Okay.
Which he's a babyface coming in. He's going to be a heel leaving, and Austin's going to be gone and on his way to ECW for his little brief run in ECW. But yeah,
I like that.
Take him out of mothballs. Put our guys in there. Semi-main event, match number 9, World Tag Team Championships, Harlem Heat versus the Blue Bloods, Regal and Eaton. And I'm going to have Regal and Eaton go over.
Nice.
In this match. I just, as much as I like the Harlem Heat at this time, getting the belts off them and then kind of furthering the feud, and now you got Nasty Boys versus Blue Bloods is a perfect match. The brawling idiots versus the in-ring masters is a great clash of styles, even if it's for one pay-per-view cycle, and then you're back to the Harlem Heat eventually. But this is the time to pull the trigger and Regal and Eaton, see what they can do with the tag titles.
Yeah, they never got their just due.
Yeah, I could see them also coming out with like sunscreen on for their pasty British skin. That would be perfect. Or
Sir William
with a
an umbrella,
like a parasol, and then he'd be sunning himself at ringside. That's great. There's gimmicks galore. Main event time. I'm keeping the participants the same in the main event. Hollywood Terry, Hulk Hogan, World Heavyweight Champion, versus Big Van Vader. Steel cage match, but it's a lifeguard steel cage match. Let me explain.
What is it? Please explain.
Each guy has got a designated lifeguard that when they want to leave the cage, they have to signal for the designated lifeguard to come around and to unlock the cage door for them.
Okay.
Hogan's designated lifeguard is going to be Jimmy Hart. Vader's designated lifeguard is Kevin Sullivan.
Okay.
And you've got Kevin Sullivan bullshit the whole time where he's trying to and they have to come from the back. They can't come from, and there's no way to get out of you can't climb there. You can't climb over the cage. We're going to make the cage bigger. It's going to be big. We're not going to have this little baby cage.
It's going to be a roof?
It's going to be a big cage. Maybe we put a roof on it. I don't know. Hell in a Cell. But they can't leave the cage without the lifeguard opening the door for them. And it's chicanery. Jimmy Hart gets locked in a room for a while. Baby faces have to come and help Jimmy Hart get out of the room. Did he lock himself in there? We're sowing the seeds for the Dungeon of Doom with Jimmy Hart. But Hogan's still going to get the win. And, eventually, whether it's Jimmy or somebody else, maybe you get Mr. T's involved. Maybe there's a couple different lifeguards. But still, you can do kind of a hybrid of what they did with the lifeguard lumberjacks. Get rid of that as a lumberjack concept and just make that a lifeguard has to be the one that opens your door, because that makes more sense than making lifeguards lumberjacks, right? Yeah. Somebody's saving your life from this cage match. Or maybe it's the type of thing, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe you have the lifeguard is the person that throws in the towel for you in the cage match. And if you've taken such a beating, your lifeguard has to blow a whistle to end the match. And then
also
that actually might be better. Because then you have Kevin Sullivan, who could, in essence, he can throw the kitchen sink at Hogan and Hogan still fights it all back. But now you've got him, he blows the whistle on Vader after Vader's been choked out by something, and he's lifeless in the ring, and Vader, gets demolished. Now you've got Vader being pissed off at Kevin Sullivan.
Yep.
There's Bash at the Beach 95 for you.
Big upgrade.
Yeah. And there wasn't, I did just like you did, and I pulled the guys that didn't appear on the card. So,
which some of them are crazy.
Arn Anderson not being on that card's crazy. Kevin Sullivan, yes. Austin was injured. Pillman might have been injured. The Giants just training and getting ready, and he should be there. The Shark, it's a fucking beach show. Why isn't the Shark on the card? And then Big Bubba. I couldn't figure out a way to get Big Bubba on the card, but
also no reason to have the Renegade on the show.
No, he's the television champion, but I'm like, who gives a shit about this guy? Like, he's one of the stupidest things. Put him on television beforehand.
He can stick to wrestling on TV.
Listen, he can wrestle Big Bubba on WCW Saturday night the day before the pay-per-view. How about that? There you go. He got something. So yeah, a little bit of a change and a beefier card.
Upgraded the card. Sounds like it would be my new favorite WCW pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's still on the beach, so you still get that aesthetic.
We're good.
We're a fun beach party town. Huntington Beach, close to 100,000 people, maybe 2,000 if you really do the math. But there we are. We're at the end of both cards. I think we did a great job upgrading them, making these shows blockbusters, and listen, Hulk Hogan still looks strong at the end of it.
That's all that matters. He must pose.
He must pose. But the Giants looming, and
The Yeti is going to fuck him at Halloween Havoc. That's all that matters.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you to the listeners for coming to the beach with us and getting in the sand as we book these cards. And I think that's a wrap for us, right?
That's it. We will be closing out the summer in a few weeks, and so let's see where we go from here.
That's right. Right. It might be tournament time. Let's just.
Maybe tournament time.
I don't want to spoil too many things, but it might be tournament time. So keep your ear to the grindstone, fans. That's Tom on that side. This is Mike on this side. We hope you enjoy the show, and we will see you at the matches.